Hi everyone, welcome back to Art of Coding. My name is Gagan Vaid and I am a backend developer. This is the another video of our Symfony 5 playlist. We have already covered many topics and you can get the link of those videos from I button. In today's video we will learn about doctrine association relations. Doctrine association or relations are the relations between database table using foreign key. We can connect or relate the data held in different tables. Next, we will talk about types of relations. In this video, I will describe one-to-one relation, many-to-one relation, one-to-many relation, and many-to-many relation. So I am inside my terminal and we will start the project first. For that, we need to run the Symfony 5 local server. Our server is started and our project is running on this URL. Let's copy and paste this in browser. We will start from one-to-one relation, and for that I will create a new entity. You can update an existing entity as well. In this case I will create an entity named address. House number. Now we will make a relation between address and user and we will choose one-to-one relation. Choose user here. The type will be relation. Entity is related to our user entity and the type of relation will be one-to-one. And we are done with that. Now we will run migration commands. So here in our database there is a new table named address and a relation with the user table is also created here. So in one-to-one relation, one address can be related to only one user. We cannot relate two addresses with one user. Let me show you that. Suppose we are going to add a new address. I have chosen user1 address 1. If I again try to insert a new address by using user1, then it will give an error. I have again chosen user1 and address 2. So as you can see that we are getting an error. The reason is that we are using one-to-one relation. So one address can be related to only one user. In this case I have chosen user2 address 2 and the entry is added. Next we will learn about many-to-one relation. I will again create a new entity for that. Now I will create an entity named country. And now we have a table named country. We will create a many to one relation between user and country. The many to one relation is one user or many users can be related to single country. So many to one. Let's create the relation between them. In this case, I will choose user and I will add a field named country. Type will be relation. So our user table is now related to our country table. In this case, we will choose many to one. And that's it. Now we will run migrations command. If we will refresh our database, then user table will have a relation with country table. You can see that. Here is a new field named country ID. So in this case, many users can be related to one country. For example, I already have two users, but I need to insert some entries in country table as well. For that, country 1 and country 2. So now we also have two countries. I will relate country ID 1 and again country ID 1. So here you can see that two users are related to one country. So that's why the relation named many to one. Next we will learn about one to many relation. The one to many relation and many to one relation are almost similar in the case of user and country. If we will think from the user perspective, the relation between user and country is many to one because many users can be related to one country. But if we think the same relation from the country perspective, then the relation is one to many because one country can be related to many users. For that, I will also create a new entity, then it will also clear to you. I will create an entity named client. Oh, we already have an entity named client. So we will make a relation between country and client. In this case, we will make the relation from country perspective. Now we will create a new field named client. Type is relation. So our country is related to our client table. And the relation in this case will be one to many as one country can be related to many clients. Again we will run migrations. But in this case, let me refresh the database first. Even we have created the relation from country perspective, but the new field is again created in the client table. Here is the new field, but inside the country table there is no change. So you can see that one to many and many to one relation are working in a same way. In the case of many to one relation, the new field is created in the user table but not in country table. But even in one to many relation, the new field is created in client table but not in the country table. The next is many to many relation. In many to many relation, many rows of a single table can be related to many rows of another table. We have already created a many to many relation in our previous video between our user table and our role table. But for this video, I will create a new many to many relation. I will also create a new entity for that. Now I will create the entity named areas or location. Here we have a new table named location. So in this case, one user can be related to multiple locations and one location can be related to multiple users. For that, we will create a many to many relation between user and location table. Here we can choose any table, user or location. I will make the relation from location perspective. Here I will choose user and the type is relation. It is related to user entity and the relation in this case will be many to many. And we are done with the many to many relation. Let's run the migrations again. Now again, if we will refresh the database, then there will be a table named user underscore location or location underscore user. The new table is location user. And now we can relate one user to multiple locations and one location to multiple users. First, we need to add some data in our location table. So for the first entry, we will choose location 1, user 1. Second is location 1 and user 2. So in this case, we have single location related with multiple users. Next, we will choose location 2 user 1, location 2 user 2. In the next two rows, we have another location related with multiple users. So in this case, one user is related to multiple locations and one location is related to multiple users. So that's all for today's video. I hope the video will be helpful, and if you like the video, then please press the like button and also share my video. Also, don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications of my upcoming videos. Thank you.